Welcome back, lords and ladies, to our second part of Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. So, all I've done since I saved last time is I've just walked up to where we rescued the Elven caravan, so we can continue on our journey to the pass of Caradhras. And we can go see if there's a survivor there or not. At least that's what the quest said, there may be a survivor after the attack. And I think we're about to get our next tutorial, yep. The encounter meter. So you'll notice occasionally there's a blue palantir in the corner of the screen. That's their force encounters. Random encounters are dictated by this Eye of Sauron appearing. Sometimes you can outrun it, sometimes you can't. But even the random encounters in this game aren't wholly random. Damn, Idrial. I was not expecting that. Boom! Shattering strike, right. So now I'm definitely just going to be going leadership in most battles now. I'll let Idrial do the heavy lifting, which might be AP expensive to let Idrial do the heavy lifting, but we'll deal with it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You've got to be careful. Sometimes after a battle, the game turns you around. At least it does for me anyway. A little loading screen, a little transition up to the pass of Caradhras, and I forgot there was a save point up here. I could have just came up here and saved. Oh well. We know for next time. Grab a couple of chests on our way through. Don't leave nothing for the orcs. The orcs get nothing. Obviously those red flashes are the, you know, they're our main quest markers, as it were. Uh-oh.
Man, badly wounded.
An injured, almost dead man.
They'll kill him.
Wargs! Wargs! Warg riders!
Hello, lovelies. You live.
Hello, lovelies.
Can't you see I was hunting them? You want to use the crows? Lure the wargs in close.
I do love this guy. I'll be honest.
At your service, lady. You meant to help me.
Although, I hate the fact that in every cutscene... Wait.
Perhaps you should finish
cutscene
first.
In this game, he is going to have a sword in his hand. Yet he is never ever going to use that sword in battle. Because this is Elgost. And Elgost... We'll go with Elgost. Elgost is an archer with bowcraft for dealing greater damage to animals, so wargs and trolls, and aimed shot. Aimed shot's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I do like aimed shot. Aimed shot's pretty neat. I too am a neat guy. Oh, that was a very quick claw in there. We'll pretend anyway. We'll knock out a little company mate here. And you know what, by God? We'll do it again. We'll get company valor. Lovely. I've mostly done that so we can see aim shot as well, which is his real big glory move. Aim shot does a lot of damage. Elgost can do a lot of damage, especially if you know you build them for pure spirit damage like I did in my finished save file. Here's the one I was on about that does 30,000 AoE. Also, I love that as well. You just stand here and just look. We can see that big bulbous headed watcher down there. So the fellowship must be down there somewhere. We just can't see them. They must be too far away. Yes, now we've got Elgost, who joins us at a level 5. Now, Elgost, I'm not even going to lie, right? I want to give him dex. I want to give him some speed. I want to give him strength, but he really needs the help on spirit just due to the fact that his abilities are so expensive. I mean, creature being's 40 and that's his cheapest. True shot is nuts when you get it, mind you. I'll be honest with you. So he's got, he does have some good skills, but true shot is nutty. But my favorite tree of his is the rangercraft. Yeah, rangercraft with aimed shot. You know, you get melee, you get accuracy reducing, you get stunning, spirit reducing, and then weirdly enough, it's not his strongest. His strongest is Fangorn Roots, a single target attack that stuns. But his best is Northern Storm. On the build that I'm going to give him, Northern Storm goes absolutely nuts. It really does. As my Berethor dances his way around here. Like an absolute tatey head. But I think we also got a new quest there. We did, hunting all the Warg packs. But what I need to do here is I am looking a little bit low on Spirit. You know, on AP even. And I can't be bothered to run back to the save point. Call it laziness. Call it what you will. That save point was far away. Well, I see we made it up here. Yeah, these green flashes like this in the regular, these are our fixed encounters. So as you can see, this is our first of the Warg packs that we have to deal with. Ooh, I've got Haste of the Elves. Ooh. So I want to use aim shot, but I know Creature Bane is just going to do more here. Get baned, creature. Oh, come on. We could have survived that. The company value I didn't go over before, it increases the odds of them hitting and you missing. No. Other way around. If you hitting and them missing. But like I said before, if you actually look at the skill list, it does a lot more than that apparently. Apparently increases your max health and your max physical defense as well. But I don't see where it says that anywhere. Now obviously a lot of Berethor's leadership skills will be getting used much later on. Berethor he's like your core buffer. He doesn't even have to be in your party neither, which is another wonderful thing, but he is just there. He's the core unit for buffing. I apologise about that. I thought I turned mobile notifications off, but apparently I forgot to turn them off. I'll get some slime. Who doesn't like opening a treasure chest and getting slime? We'll go Dex. We'll go Dex. Let's make sure we actually land our strikes here. Trying to debate what I want to do with it. I'm honestly, I'm just going to dump Spirit. There we go. We've got, at max Spirit now, we have 3 Loud Water Furies, which is pretty neat. Now, before I go down that way, I do want to go back down here and take the southern path. Well, not the southern path, I guess. Was this east, west? Upside down for you turn me. Sorry. I can't sing, but I like to. Going Palantir. Yeah, so now we're about to get the blue Palantir. Yeah, see? These are encounters that you can't do anything about, unfortunately. As I've run into this cave here, there's nothing I can do about this encounter with this Warg. Nah, I think I'll just go for the damage. I was debating on using Haste of the Elves there, but we'll just go pure damage, I think, might be the best play. Before we lob another creature being in. Bane of the creature. Elagos, the bane of all creatures, because he is a ranger. I don't know why that came out, but it did. He's the bane of all creatures, I guess. Dink! So Berethor's going to be working towards counter, isn't he? Counter's nice. Being able to counter attack is like, who doesn't like free hits? You know what I mean? I just wish they made any counter attack count towards, you know, Berethor's swordcraft skills, but I can understand why they didn't. It would be fairly abusive. You just stand there in battle, just decked out with great armor, tanking hits. Just have Idrial heal and, well, Berethor would just be able to, would just straight up be able to just slap everything with a counter attack, and you'd be going into the last area of, like the second area of the game with full skill list. I'm going to front. He gets Constitution because, as you can see, his armor, with him being a ranger, he's all leather. So he's not the greatest. Perfect move. I've already explained perfectly. The more you hit enemies in battle and the more they hit you, the more your perfect meter, which is that meter on the right hand side of your characters, fills up. Let's cast haste on Berethor. Oh, move faster. Also, I shouldn't, but I'll use a turn. You can use Examine with Elagos. I never bother. Saruman drives ravaging wargs north from Isengard, where they often hunt in packs. 637 health, it shows you the AP, shows you what they're weak to. As you can see, they're fragile to pierce, strong against blunt. So pierce for us is Elgost. You know what I mean? Its introduction fight is quite literally against the warg, and makes sense. Blunt damage, we don't actually have any blunt damage. Obviously Berethor slashing damage, we don't have anybody that deals blunt damage, so we don't have to worry about them reducing the damage to take from us. Again, I guess I'm just going to keep going with Creature Bane here for the time being. Eventually, I will stop using the majority of this tree in favour of what you may call it, the Rangercraft tree. I'm gonna say we'll switch to Sword Strikes for Idrial for now. She's running a bit short on AP there. I mean, you've only got one left in you regardless of what I do, so might as well just hit the biggest shot with the aim shot there. And you can Guardian Strike. The only problem with being hasted this early in the game is, as you can see, I am rattling through Berethor's AP there. But I thought I'd show off what hasting the elves can do. You can do some mad stuff with haste and stuff in this game. Ooh, a third Age Haven Steel Longsword for Idrial. I was meant to change our party leader to Elgost. What he could do with the extra level. I'm pretty sure he's a level behind. He is. Excellent. Nice little upgrade from 10 to 12 there. Don't gain any stats, but you know. Each weapon also has its own unique model in this game, as does the armor. If I do that, and then that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. So that place I came north from, just to show you. Where I went up north, then double back south. It's literally just there. So this is the bridge. This is where you would have come round. I just went the opposite way to get the warg encounter. You got to go around in a circle regardless, really. So that doesn't leave us many quests left to do now. Sorry about that.
First, we must make our way to one of the elves' healing altars.
No about the Elgost. Elgost, do you not realise I'm the main character of this game, not you? I'm going to tell you now, in some of the cutscenes, it seems like Elgost forgets that he's not the main character of this game. So yeah, I was just doing a quick check around for any treasure chests. Obviously, you know, they have equipment in them. Hey, I recognise this place.
Ah, I see you have found our campsite. And yes, we did shelter here from Saruman, but to no avail. His spies spotted us miles away. But we pressed on, forsaking the easy southern route for a more dangerous passage over the mountains. But the White Wizard held other plans, and that route was denied us. Know this, Gondorian. We are not far ahead of your brave company.
Yeah, they're not far ahead. Follow the Fellowship to Moria. I mean, we know they're not far ahead. We've seen the Watcher at the door. From the cliffside where we rescued our ranger, we could see the Watcher. But, you know, Third Age Lothorian Ring of Spirit Warding. And look, Frodo, Mr. Bilbo's Trolls. So yeah, Berethor's unique accessory, I guess. Well, yeah, unique accessory is rings. You know, we're getting some dex and some spirit there, as well as a little bit of armor, so we'll take that. Oh, wasn't this troll statue that had a treasure chest behind it? Big fat troll bottom. Ah, this one, right. I absolutely hate the armored orc sword veteran, but I hate the orc lesser captain more. But the orc lesser captain is, believe it or not, a little bit easier to deal with. So I definitely want Company of Valor here. Unfortunately, Elgost, your abilities are so expensive, I can only afford to use 2 of them. So I'm kind of hoping you're going to take this dude out here. Please? Yes, that is my boy, Elgost. You be a good ranger. When you want to be. Man's raids often join small bands of lesser orcs in coordinated terror attacks. They are neutral to everything, and they perform terror attacks. Oh, we've got perfect mode there. So we are actually getting a damage buff from having perfect mode active there. In the right hand corner you can see there with the ring in the little tube. That's our perfect mode, so we could use arrow volley if we need to at some point, which is the only one we've got. Or we can keep it for just, you know, a slight little damage buff, which is what I tend to do. I don't tend to use perfect mode very often. I'd have to be in a right pickle to use it. Hey, get over to the save point. So what I'm going to do here is we'll get through this level up, and then I'm going to save the game. Always like to save the game, gotta keep them saves going. 1 speed and then some strength on you. I'm going to give con to, because your strength is fine for the time being. And I should probably give him some strength, actually. What changed? I didn't make any changes. I'll just give him some strength, even though I really wanted to give him con. Silly as it may be, I'm actually going to do it in spirit. And I need him to have enough AP to actually be able to attack more than like twice a battle. So a quick save up here at the Region Elephant Outpost. I'll have a quick check of our quests. So find an elf healing altar and collect elf artifacts. Wow. Good quest, guys. I've gone the wrong way. I'm gonna have to fight another battle. Oh no, that's right. I'm good. Because I'm not in that little bit there. Apparently that is where the Eye of Sauron seems to hate the most. I guess that's where he's concentrating his orc attacks on. There we go. Sometimes I have a habit of pushing the analog stick too quickly coming out of there, and I end up back where I just came from. God, that's some screen glare. And a forced encounter. You know, I normally don't use perfect mode, but just for the sake of it. Let's have a look. Let's see, look at that. 1100 damage on all enemies. Literally for free. That didn't cost me any MP, and it was an incident in the battle. It just means nobody but Idrial got a big chunk of experience. But I actually want to be Elgos for now. I do require Elgos to, you know, eventually catch up a level. I'm saving as if I need to save here, as if I haven't just saved. I normally don't use the perfect mode, so I normally save here to heal up. It's just kind of ingrained in my memory. It's ingrained in the data banks. You can see that bloom, that shine is coming from an elven healing altar. Over there in the corner. So I guess we make our way to it. Up to it, guys, let's go. Come on, Elgos. Get into that forced encounter. Love it. I just haven't zoned in on exactly which tree I want to do yet. Oomph! Oh, we've got Peace and Might. Peace and Might lowers enemies' attack. So that's fantastic, and it's a lot cheaper than aim shot as well. So I don't mind that. Do not mind that at all, to be honest. In fact, it's preferable. I don't like having to spend massive amounts of AP to attack. Everyone else gets a cheap starting move to attack, but this guy. This guy gets ridiculously expensive ones. Another way, I suppose he doesn't get ridiculously expensive ones, he just has really bad AP. I was going to check around for treasures. Wouldn't want to miss a piece of equipment now. You know, just some lembas bread and some tree bark. There's that as well, I guess. Wouldn't want to miss out on that. By golly gosh. I'm just going to float straight again. Ta-da! Idrial's strong enough to the point where she can hold her own at the minute with their physical attacks. What? I don't know if I mentioned that, by the way. I'm positive I didn't mention it in the last one. This is one of those games that it came out and I was absolutely enamored with it. Like, I loved it. Like, we'd all been there, you know, couch co-op in Two Towers and Return of the King, but
What are you doing?
You want to be sure they're good and dead.
This one was just,
hard to kill.
it was amazing. It just combined two of my loves in RPGs and Lord of the Rings.
I vouch for him. In the name of the Lady of the Galadrim.
That is good enough for me.
And
What's
how
your
do I know
problem?
I can trust you. Where did you get those wounds?
At the hands of a Mordor orc, whose life I intend to shorten considerably.
Hey,
In the pass of Kahadras, we were attacked by goblins.
I never understood his problem with Berethor there, I really didn't.
Who escaped with something of great value to me.
But you know,
Wee Ranger.
I was in the company of a dwarf.
a dwarf.
Actually,
And what did this orc take from you?
A locket of hair.
you helped me slay him, and you shall find out.
Yeah. See again, he's got a sword out in the cutscene.
Full of riddles. And who are you to speak for a ruler of elves?
You must help me return to Lothlorien and warn the Lady Galadriel of these dangers. Then you will know all.
Berethor spends the majority of this game knowing Jack.
After what I did to him, that orc will be in need of healing himself.
Come, Gondorian. We shall attend to my matters in due course.
Like, honestly, Berethor goes through this game knowing absolutely Jack. Was that still not enough to level you up? Oh, man. I really wanted to close the gap there. I was really hoping that would close the gap. But if we go over to the elf altar, we can get an elf stone. Got artifact 1 of 4, we got a cracked elf stone of action enhancement. Which, I'll be honest with you, younger me was really confused by. In your equipment inventory, it increases your action points. So your AP. So in this case, I'm going to give it to Elgos. Because he needs the most help with his action points. His AP is shockingly bad. Ah, but I did get... Yes, we got some underbraces. Boop. Yes, that's it. Put your under braces on top. I wonder why Berethor has a problem with you, Ranger. Although I don't understand why him and Berethor are at each other's throats at this point. I mean, I don't think it's ever brought up again, to be completely honest with you.
So tell us, Ranger. What happened back there in the
They're just not friends to start with.
It was a bewitched fight, voices echoing down from the mountains.
Really?
Then lightning struck all around us. The dwarf
Lightning?
fought like one possessed, but a landslide carried him away. Before he fell, he gave me a map, presented to him by Elrond of Rivendell as a gift of friendship.
This dwarf became that famous, he got added into the Biff Me 2 Age of the Ring one, I believe it was.
While I lay there burning, that Mordor orc ripped the map away and fled down the mountain. That map revealed the location of the secret entrance to a forgotten realm.
And you want to go to this forgotten realm?
Yes, the greatest city of the dwarves, whose location was lost during the Great Wars. And whose halls are rumored to still be stalked by a terrible monster.
I don't think it's ever explicitly said that Moria's location was
That map
lost.
leads us to Moria's hidden gate. I expect we shall find him nearby. It would take more than a few goblins to stop that dwarf.
That dwarf, that's your friend whose name you have not said yet. You just keep calling him that dwarf. Some friend you are, Ranger. But after a nice little scene there, we got a nice little quest journal updated. Hey. So we had another new quest, which is to reclaim Elrond's map. Defend the healing altars. Should we have another quest now somewhere? Nope. Nope. We don't have to bother finding the dwarf. That's not a quest. The dwarf is on his own. The dwarf is on his own. Great. Wunderbar. Look, I know how to learn. I've been learning new skills. Did I go over Elgos skills? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Pace and might, pace well. Yeah. I did. Arrow flurry is a good one. So is blinding shot, actually. Now then. I want to go in here first. Ah, look. Bilbo's Trolls proper. Look, Mr. Frodo, it's Bilbo's Trolls. Thankfully, we're done with troll statues, I'm pretty sure here, so you never have to hear me say that again. Possibly. But we can get the helmet on Berethor now. We can put away that luscious flowing hair of his. Cover it with a lovely steel helmet. Protect that important noggin of his. Well, Lord Denethor might tell us off. He might scold us. Like a naughty child. I'm sorry, I'm just spinning the camera here, right? For a game that was made as long ago as it was, I mean, obviously, you know, it doesn't look fantastic, but I mean, looks-wise, it's still pretty good, let's be real. For some reason I remember there being something back here. Aha! You cannot hide from me, you silly Billy. Silly Billy fam. Thinking you could hide from me? I mean, I did run around in a circle to get it, but you know, I am a master finder, man. Hey, get up there. Get up the steps. Many of them say just this here to curl. Have the chunks taken out of it. But we got our second elf altar here, which is always pretty. Where we can kill another enemy with a fluid strike. Bye. I'm actually going to pop another company might here because I am just going to probably pop another piercing might into the chest of this orc. Yeah, we'll pop another piercing might. And because they're dying so quick, you don't see the fact that piercing might lowers their attack. So Elgos is extremely useful as well, again, as a debuffer. One of 2 light altars cleared of enemies. What do we get? What artifact do we get for our trouble this time? Cracked Elfstone of Health enchantment. Now, again, that's going to Elgos because, you know, at the minute he needs the AP and he needs the health. That's about brings him level with what the others have got. Now there is obviously other versions of the elf stones. It's not just cracked. There is also polished. Polished elf stones are good. And you can also get ancient elf stones, but to my knowledge there's only one way to get ancient elf stones, and it is not until you have finished the game. But ancient elf stones, they're nice, they're really good, but they're not mandatory. I wouldn't say you need them at all to successfully finish the game. I mean, you can't get them until you finish the game anyway. They are good though. Doing the damn brooch of honor. There's some lembas. Lembas is a type of crumb, but made by elves. Nothing there. So before I go through there, I'm going to head back here and save. I'll tell you what I'll do before I do that is we'll have a look at this brooch we got for Elgost. Very nice, actually, very nice. I think it's up to 45 armor and all. It actually gives them a nice little bit of armor, and we'll get them greaves on Berethor there. Elgos is still keeping both those elf stones for now though. He'll have them for the foreseeable, to be honest with you. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quickly save. Well, to be honest with you, I was going to say I'm going to quickly save and then we'll head up the path. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to call it here for episode 2. This is where we're going to leave it. Next time we'll continue across this lovely bridge the elves have made on our journey to reclaiming Elrond's map, collecting the elf artifacts, and defending the elf healing altars. Journey to 3 different ruins and defend any elves who seek respite there. We haven't seen a single elf there. But it goes hand in hand with collecting the elf artifacts, so there's only 2 left. And maybe, who knows, next episode, next time, we might actually find Elgost's dwarf friend. So yeah, got that to look forward to. But until then, this has been Daddy Gladdy, signing off. Stay safe.